He is living on Earth. He is living on Earth currently. I don't remember where Cortez is from. I don't know if he was originally from
Had
Earth.
a husband on a collector,
Yeah,
and his husband got taken by the collector.
exactly. But I'm trying to think where he would be staying now. Not necessarily New Orleans. He might be living in the DC area, most likely. Is where he
Oh,
which would be
that's right.
not that hard to get to if you really needed to pick him up in a pinch.
Before he goes, how do you know Shield, by the way?
He turns around and says, "We became friends after the conflict. Shield was trying to um, help save Shepard during his last moments."
Mm.
Hard.
What did you say, Aya?
Can you repeat that?
I say, like, I mumble to myself. I still find that sort of strange, being friends with Reapers.
A lot has happened since synthesis. A lot of hatchets had to be buried quickly. I admit it took a while for me. Unfortunately, it's gonna take forever for me to bury the hatchet with the Reapers.
As I said, we have other people we'll need to talk about it with, because it's not just up to us.
Understood.
We've got a lot going on at the moment, anyway. Although I think, that's probably a given.
Good luck to you guys then, he says. And he will leave. It'll be at this point that Lun and Chen will probably return. I think Aya probably picked them up.
Yeah. Well, then I couldn't have been there to talk with.
You could have gone to pick them up after this conversation.
Yeah, you can go pick them up after this conversation.
Yeah, sure.
You return back with Lun. Lun, you probably believe that the repercussions of doing what you guys did at the hospital will probably catch up with you soon.
Yeah, we better get moving.
What did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
And
Let's
what
go.
did you do?
Let's go. Let's leave.
Is this conversation happening in the car, or...?
Probably in the car.
Okay.
We have to leave now. And not just because of what we did.
Well, I'll drive casually but fast.
Okay. You guys will get back to the Normandy.
Alright, Crystal calls for a meeting with the group.
Okay. There's a meeting.
So have we found out anything about finding Tricey yet?
Wasn't that what you guys were doing? Oh, wait. Yeah.
No, fortunately, as I said to Aya, the guy's an idiot. They're all three of them were idiots.
Yeah. Apparently, me in this universe isn't that intelligent.
Basically, what Solus said was it'll take time. He might be able to get a general idea of where she is. It's the best we can do. For now, anyway.
I guess it's better than nothing.
Otto will say, curiously, who was that at the door earlier today?
Stephen Cortez.
He's friends with, Shield.
For
Name sounds familiar.
Apparently he helped out with Shepard. Maybe that's why.
Impressively. He was a veteran from the galaxy that actually succeeded in saving us from the Reapers. What did he have to say?
That if we needed the help, he would be willing to provide it. Don't know what he's hoping to get out of it, though.
Did you say yes?
We said that we needed to talk about it with the rest of you, because ultimately it's not just up to the two of us.
But our call. It's not only our call.
Thing is, if he's a bad call, it's not up to one person to make a decision.
Indeed.
We discuss it together. You can't just rush into things. So people get hurt.
Yeah.
Otto will, I guess, look at the other group to see if they have any thoughts on that.
If we have a way to look into his background, then we should. But as things look now, we need all the help we can get.
Do we have the time for that, though?
You don't think he's left yet? I think he probably will tell you that he will not be leaving at least for another day. Otto will say, he said, perhaps it's something we should take in consideration. If he won against the Reapers, or helped win against the Reapers, who's to say that he wouldn't be able to do it again?
And another pilot would be handy.
Sure.
Our main concern is his loyalty, and if he has ulterior missions that he has fulfilled, because he's Rain's people.
Oh, we're working with Rain, so why would that be a problem?
Why do you trust Rain so readily?
Sometimes you have to make a leap of faith. Other me trusted here, and honestly, he sounds like a better person than I am. It was enough for me. Honestly, can you really trust anyone? Heck, look at what Quinn was doing. How the heck did he get this gun? We don't know. Just because we don't know
He found
something
it.
doesn't mean they're not trustworthy.
This is what he discussed with you. Quinn told me that he found a weapons mod in a pile of scrap metal inside the vault, because he said it was a day before the Alphas left us. We need to go back. I have no idea if there are more Reaper technology inside the vault somehow.
What has happened with the gun, by the way? Are you guys still have it in your possession, or did you give it back to the Alpha Squad?
Morden has
No,
it.
Morden has it, yeah, 'cause he's trying to work if he can find out where Tricey got sent.
Okay.
And I think we should keep
It's out
it.
of character. Does anyone wants to get it back?
Nope.
Yeah, it's same with Morden until he figures it out.
But we have to leave.
Morden's with us, so we'll just bring him in.
But Morton isn't with us.
Yeah, he is.
He's in his
He's
office.
with the Alphas. He's with the Alphas though, right? When we separated the two groups of NPCs.
And Morden stayed with us. Didn't he?
Morden's with you guys, isn't he? I don't
Yeah,
think he was
that's
ever
right.
with the
Yeah.
Alphas. Morton's with Bravo.
We gave Nilu back to the.
Yeah. We lost Nilu and Chris, and we gained, well, possibly gained Niha.
Yeah.
You possibly gained Niha.
Then there's no reason to stay. We have to go right now.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter where we are, because being here doesn't help Morden find Tricey any faster.
If we
Might as
are
well try and
if
help
we
him.
are going to go back to the Purple Galaxy, as I said, maybe collecting Niha, and I think we should still consider Tortez would be a good idea, especially because we have lost a few numbers. He looks down on the ground.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're probably right. It's just I didn't want to be the one to make that decision without talking to people about it first.
Yeah.
Nothing if not a democracy.
I'm sorry, Darren. We will find her.
I know we will. I'll make sure of
Have
it.
to stick together. If anything.
So is that decided then? Otto asks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make preparations to leave. You will contact Niha. She will inform you that she will agree to join you. And you will recruit Stephen Cortez, who is bringing his M44 Hammerhead into your docking bay, I guess.
Do we have room for it?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
While you guys are making preparations to leave, once Niha and Cortez are on board, you are going to hear on the intercom Morden saying, "I need everybody in my lab now."
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
We go.
Like down, probably the first one there. He's just sprinting for his lab.
He hands the gun back to you and says, "I think I was able to get everything that I could from this device. I was able to use the device to run a search on Tricey using her DNA across the galaxies, and I was able to pinpoint her location on the blue galaxy."
Okay. Any ideas where on the blue galaxy or just on the blue galaxy?
We have to go to the blue galaxy in order for me to pinpoint where in the blue galaxy she is. Once we
Well-
make that jump, it should be trivial to find
Okay.
her.
That's good then.
What are you going to do
Where
with
is the
that thing?
closest?
He asks as he gives you the gun back.
Can we lock it somewhere? Like a safe?
I'm sure we can, but doesn't Alpha need it to be able to complete their quest in order to stop the Reapers?
Oh, they need it, don't they?
Some things just shouldn't exist. I'd rather just destroy it and be done with it.
We
That's
return
not
it.
my call to make.
If they promise to destroy it when they are done using it, then wouldn't that be the best? But I don't trust it in Quinn's hands. Can we not pass it on to Rain?
Mm-hmm. Or Salo.
Or Sallow.
If she wants it so bad, she can take it from him. She has already tried it once.
Well, then we
Just-
give it to Rain now, and not Quinn.
It's not hers either.
Well, I don't trust it in Quinn's hands.
Give
Do
it to
you?
She
Salo.
knows that he didn't know what he was doing at first, but now he does. Return it to him, and we will go after him.
I thought
when things go wrong.
you weren't fond of Quinn either, seeing you punched him.
That's because he stepped out of line, not because of this weapon, because it's not his fault.
Does it even matter? We just give it to the team and they're going to be using it. Do we really need to have an argument about everything?
He's right.
I vote we give it to Salo just because we can trust Nilu, we can trust him. I feel like he's the safest bet, at least. And if they want to fight over it, then that's their call.
I can give it to Salo personally and give him strict... This is Niha's talking. Giving strict instructions not to let Quinn touch it. I'm sure Quinn's going to have a field day when that happens.
Go for it.
I can make the quick transport.
Okay,
Niha
thank you.
will take the gun, and if nobody stops her, she is going to go give it back to the Alpha Squad. By this point, you guys, if you listen to the signals, you will see that there is a bulletin that's going across all of the officers here, looking for 2 suspects who have assaulted an officer by the name of. You guys didn't use fake names here, did you? Or did you use fake names here?
I don't think we handed over any names.
Yeah, I don't think it's specified either.
No, but we were seen on the competition,
That's
and
true.
he has seen us.
Yes.
So
Niha will arrive.
So did you use fake names in the company?
Okay.
Lund didn't use a fake name in the competition. I can't remember if Jen did or not.
I think Darren's
No.
the only one who actually used a fake name.
Okay.
Might be that
I
one.
did too.
Yeah.
You guys will manage to take off before the sirens start to get too close. And when you leave the docks and go out away from the atmosphere of the Earth, Morden will then ask, "So it looks like we have a choice. We can either go back after Tricey, or we can go back to the Purple Galaxy and try to help your people."
We're going after Tricey. Well, I'm going after Tricey. You guys can do what you like, but I'm not leaving here. There.
We should find Tricey. We do though need to think not be sorry. We need to find Tricey, but hopefully it won't take us long.
Yeah.
We said it'll be easy once we get there.
Yeah, we can make it quick. Hopefully she's found somewhere safe to kind of just sit down and wait. I bet she's having like coffee or clothes shopping.
Maybe if we go, we can hand over some. We can get a second ship from dudes, and have Cortez drop off the supplies.
It's not about the supplies at this point. Sorry.
Go ahead, Shen.
Oh,
What did you say? What did Crystal say? I didn't hear it.
It's not about the supplies at this point. Have you been listening?
I know we're concerned of whether or not they're indoctrinated. I just don't know what we can do.
Chen,
But
if
we still can't just leave them without food.
Chen, if they're indoctrinated, then what's to stop us from being indoctrinated as well? Geez, I don't think we can trust anyone's judgment. We just need to do what we think is right, and like we can't leave our people starve because they might be indoctrinated.
We still-
No, I know that. That's why we have to go back now, and not just to drop off food. We have to go there ourselves and clear and do a sweep of the place and contain any threat.
I'm not leaving my sister, Chen.
It won't take us long to get Tricey. Let's grab Tricey and then we can all go together as a
How do you
team.
know? How do you know?
Because Morn
You don't
said
know.
so.
The blue universe is safe? That we won't have any trouble? Quinn
Morn,
has told me the Reapers have invaded the other realities as well.
Chen,
So
Morn said we'll easily find her. We can just quickly pick her up and then we can get back to our people. Do you
Chen.
really think?
how do you know she's not?
Do you think they'd be happy if we turned up without Tricey?
Chen, she is my sister, and I am not losing her. Fuck the vault, fuck
I
Quinn, I
understand.
don't care. I'm not losing my sister.
We're a family. We can't abandon Tricey.
So is the rest of the vault.
Yeah, that's why we need to go back as one, not with someone missing.
Niha at this point will say, "It hurts for me to say this, but if you were to ask for my opinion, I have to look after what's best for the vault as a whole. I love Tricey to death as well, but the people at our vault, Chen is right, the people at the vault are our family too.
How can you say you love her and then just abandon her?
I'm not abandoning her.
We knew
But
the
we're not-
risks." She says, "Darren, we knew the risks that we were going to take when we went on this mission. We knew that it's very well that not all of us may be able to come back. It's just the reality of the mission."
I'm not losing her.
We
She
don't know
turns-
if we have already lost her or not.
She turns to Aya. "What do you think?"
This blue universe, how safe is it?
I've never been...
Are there Reapers there? Do we know anything about it?
No, he says, that is the universe where Shepard apparently has controlled the Reapers. So I guess it really amounts to how much do you trust the Shepard there?
Honestly, if we can't trust him, then that's even more reason to go get Tricey.
The Reapers in the other reality come from ours.
They do? How do you know?
Because Quinn opened the reality portal
So you say
from our universe.
you say you trust Quinn, you want to go along with his idea, yet he's the one who's causing half this mess.
That's why we're going to clean it up.
But what can we do to clean it up? We don't have anything we know.
First, by moving our people to the Hell's Gate.
What gate?
It's the yellow universe in a term that Crystal came up with. Instead of saying yellow.
Oh,
we came
okay.
up-
I got confused then.
No, I know. Sorry, it's.
Oh, no,
I should mention it.
It's okay. I got a little confused. I was like, what gate? Well,
To the place where Cerberus dominates.
we
We had a
can't.
deal with.
We can't fit everyone on the ship. So how are we meant to move them without getting supporters? I thought we had a plan. Why have we suddenly changed the plan that we had?
Because I'm worried about the Reaper technology inside the vault.
Yeah, but we can't, Chen, we can't fit the people on here.
Even if
We
we
have made a deal with the Friends of the Galaxy, remember? They are going to...
Yeah, but they don't have enough ships either. That's why we had to go and. That's why we're planning to go speak to people.
I can get us ships, Cortez says. If you need enough ships to move your people, I can get them for you.
Well, that was what we were planning. We were going to get ships. We were going to get. We were going to speak to the Quarian fleet, Rain's people.
Thing is, you're saying you trust Quinn, yet he's spent more time with the Reaper Tech than anyone else here.
Yeah, how do we
Yeah.
know he's not a risk?
I don't trust Quinn, we go for Tricey.
We get Tricey. We drop in the food and the evacuation plan, and we carry on as we've needed. We've
Yeah,
got ships from Cortez. We can get some support from the Quarian fleet.
hopefully.
Niha, you are Quinn's brother. Do you think he would lie about something this big?
Botch something this big? Absolutely.
Lie. Would he lie about the Reaper risk and that where he found the mod? He said the gun was from his father, but the weapons mod was from the vault.
About lie.
At least that's my assumption.
I don't think he would necessarily lie about the Reapers. He'd lie about a lot of things, but I don't think he would lie about that. Not something as important as that.
I'm not calling him.
Here we go.
Let's vote. That's the way we do it. We all decide as one, or we decided the will of the many.
All right.
Okay?
That way it's fair, is it not?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
So
going,
you'll have to describe for me how everybody's voting. I think we know how Darren is voting.
I'm going for Trissy with or without you guys. If you want to help, that's great, but I'm not leaving here.
Crystal's voting for going back to the vault.
Okay. Lun and Aya?
Aya is voting for the vault, for Tricey.
You're all voting for Tricey. Okay.
Trissy.
The vault, Nia says. Morden will say, I'll have to vote for the vault. Which means that leaves... Is that oh, I guess
Okay.
there's that leaves Cortez and that leaves Cortez and that leaves Otto. Cortez will say, I feel like I'm the newcomer here. I don't think it's right for me to have a vote, so I will abstain. Otto will think for a moment. With regret, I vote we look for Trissy.
Thank you.
Otto will put his hand on Darren's shoulder. All right. Morden says, I guess that's settled then. Get ready for the jump to the blue galaxy. We'll try to make this as quickly as possible. Niha will say, hopefully we're doing the right thing.
Hey, when have I ever led us into trouble?
Plenty of times.
So
These-
what's this about
Go
you
ahead.
wanting me, you being wanted again?
Yeah. What did you do?
Well, basically there was a guard that was not going to let us talk to the Venomous on our own.
So you attacked him.
Well,
Well, you need to
was
stop doing that. I know you're saying you're an adult and you can look after yourself.
if
and all
you'd
this
let
stuff.
me finish, Darren, I would have told you what happened.
You need to stop picking fights. Though I was going to go talk to these people and we lost Trissy because of that. Now you ended up wanted because you started another fight. You need to stop doing that.
I didn't
Not
start
that
a
you're rushing
fight.
all the time. I'm supposed to be the idiot who does that, and I managed to not do it.
Darren, I was stopping them from running away. I was hoping that
It's Nolan's fault.
I was hoping that
Oh, my
both
fault.
me and Lucas could stop them from running. Apparently, one of us failed.
So you don't need to open with that. You can try talking to people first.
They looked like they were going to run. I didn't know how long it was going to take for us to get over there.
Where were they going to run? I was already in front of them. I'm going to jump into the ocean and swim away?
Either way, instead of instead of yelling down my throat, let me finish what I was telling you. He was interested in Chen. I tried to tell her to flirt with him. Apparently Chen took that as, let's knock him out.
He's right.
I know you're worried about Tricey too, but don't be an asshole about it.
But it
I'm
seems
gonna
like
find her.
everything
Remember, we're all worried about Tricey.
seems like everything we do, this is the result.
As
Have you actually completed a mission which has actually gone right yet?
I said, we're all worried about Tricey. Don't get angry at me about it.
This is
Yeah,
not
that was
productive.
right, you know, she wouldn't have been lost.
I didn't start a fight. I tried to prevent people from running. It's not my fault that your alternative version of you panicked like an idiot. It could have
You
happened.
wouldn't attack if you hadn't started attacking people.
I wasn't attacking people, Darren.
What do you think doing stasis on someone is?
It's called stopping them from running away so we could question them. You know, the people who stole the very important gun? One that could destroy everything?
Yes. You don't start with that, though, Lynn.
I stopped them from running before we lost them. What would have happened if they got away and we never could have found them?
Where were they going to go?
They could have had a ship round the corner. I was thinking
Maybe
long
friends.
term.
If they started running away, you could have done stasis then. You don't need to open with these things. It's like,
How about you come back and talk to me when you stop being an asshole, Darren? That he's going to just
No,
walk
down here.
out.
Wait.
No, I'm going to my room.
good.
Pod.
Lucas
Before I end
will
up-
run after you.
Before I end up crushing someone's stupid head.
Yes, Lucas will run after you.
Ready? Good plans again. Great plan.
So who is flying the ship right now?
And Dan's going
It's
to go
currently
off
on
and
autopilot, but yes, I guess that is a legitimate question. Is Darren going to be the one flying once we get to the Blue Galaxy? I'm assuming he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a fun argument to have.
Well, you were kind of being a dick, Darren.
Oh, yeah, Darren was definitely being a dick. He's worried though.
Alright.
As soon as you jump
So,
to the Blue
before-
Galaxy, Morden will begin running his scans. Well, he says, it can never be simple, can it? I think I have found her location, but you're not going to like where she is.
Where is she?
Omega.
Wonder if that Archangel guy.
What she's doing in Omega, I have no clue. Technically, if the device transported her, it would have transported her to the Earth in this galaxy. So I have no reason to think that she would be willing anywhere near Omega unless someone took her there.
Or maybe it's. But could you have your device have picked up on a wrong Tricey?
I did a bunch of scans, he said. The only living Tricey that I was able to find in the green, blue, yellow, or red, or purple galaxies was in blue.
Can we have time to do some preparation before landing?
Oh yeah, you guys, I mean, it'll take some time for you guys to get to Omega from Earth. So if you need to do some role-playing, is Lund gonna be stuck in his room the whole time?
Oh, he's avoiding Darren like the plague right now. So unless pretty much if people want to speak to him, they'll have to find him, which won't be hard to find, but
Okay.
Chris. All right, so let's just go one by one then. Crystal
ahead.
talks to Aya. Captain, I know have very good investigation skills
Yeah.
on those backgrounds. I believe you have given some of us information on other people that you were after.
Yeah.
I think I might need to see a copy of them. And then while I'm doing that, can you find a way to look into Ring's background? Her mother, her other ties, not just with the Friends of the Galaxy.
I could do that, but we can't really do that while we're in this universe. I can give you a copy on the dossier, so
Well, whatever you can.
I have the dossiers of them with me now, so I can give you those copies now. I will look into Rain at the first possible opportunity.
Yeah, that is the best.
Yeah.
I don't have solid evidence to support or go against her. I think it's just helpful if we have more understanding of where they're coming from, the context of
Yeah.
their history and stuff. And maybe if you can talk to Niha, just find out whatever you can about Quinn's history
Behavior.
before he came to the
Yeah,
vault.
I will.
Thank you. Crystal goes to Lun, I think.
Okay. Go ahead.
And she knocks on the door, I guess.
can I help you?
Yes. Back on Earth in that dreaded universe,
In yellow.
Octavius threw a singularity at me.
So he's biotic.
During he is biotic, I believe, and we are vulnerable against such attacks.
I
Is
mean,
there any way you can help us train?
well, if I was in the room, I could have disabled his biotics. I know how to work with amps, and he's a Turian. You'd have to have an amp. If it was Rain, then I couldn't do anything, but him, I can disable.
Can you create a singularity yourself, or something to that effect?
I have stasis, that's the closest thing I've got. That's why, my idea is if I can get to him, if need be, I can stasis him to show him Sesepia.
Well, the issue is not with just Octavius, but any opponent we may face that have biotic abilities. I would propose maybe we do some zero-G training.
Yes.
Okay, would you help us?
So, apparently I attack first and don't think.
I'm sorry, out of character, what did you say?
Basically he made a snarky remark about Darren.
Oh, okay.
It's really ironic coming from Darren as well.
I mean, there are more of us than just Darren.
I know, I'll see what I can do. It's as far as I know about Singularity, it comes down to pure strength.
And you can use some training as well. I'll ask the captain to show you some combat moves.
I guess. Was there anything else I can help you with?
How about we work on improving your armor as well? And you can help us with other modifications to our equipment
But
You're good at that.
you're the more engineering one than I am. But I
I can
guess
repair armor, but I'm not so good at improving them.
it's not really my thing either. But I can try.
Don't you do modifications? I've seen you make little
Not on
improvements too.
not on armor, no. I didn't really do the engineering thing. It was part of the reason I didn't get along with my family that well.
So you don't think you want to partake on the project of building the mech?
Wouldn't Niha be more suitable for that? She built Aya's cloak after all, didn't she?
Well, thanks.
Sorry.
And who's next? Let's see.
By the way, could I argue that I should get a renegade point for being a complete arsehole?
Yes. Yes.
I am sorry about that, by the way, out of character. You will apologize.
Lun, I think, she deserves a renegade as well for that.
Yeah,
too.
I
I think
she
Lun needs to get one as well.
Hmm.
Okay.
And Darren is piloting right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's piloting, probably in a cathartic state.
Maybe we should
What's
do
that?
something about that so he doesn't kill us all by crashing into.
I'd be like, fuck you, Lon! Crash into the moon.
Oh,
That is a perfect plan. It's fine.
That defeats his goal.
that does
True.
defeat his goal.
As I said, it's his back.
Christoph goes to the
Just messing with the controls. You're like, Lon, your room's going to be very, very cold.
Crystal goes to the cockpit
Mm-hmm. What happens?
and
You don't have
talk
to tell me. I know it's
Darren.
being an arse.
I was going to ask you to teach me how to pilot the Normandy.
Why do I know how to fly?
I'm sorry?
I can teach you if you want. It's not an issue.
Yeah, please do. She just sits at shotgun position.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have yelled at Lon. That wasn't right. It's easier to be angry, you know? Honestly, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Tricey. I can't lose you, you know? Sorry, you wanted to learn how to fly, not
Does
hear about
does
this.
Crystal respond to that? E?
No, she just listens.
She just listens. Okay.
Sorry, you want to learn how to fly, not about this. After Tivs died, though, I wasn't in a good place, and she got me out of that. It's like Tracy's my best friend, she's my sister, but she's more than that. It's like she's a sign that things can get better and change and improve, and that honestly I'm not a lost cause. And it's just hard, you know. I should probably apologise to Lun at some point. He didn't do anything wrong. Maybe if I'd acted fast, I could have saved her. I shouldn't have brought her in the first place. She has no business being here. But I thought, you know, she'd be fine. I'd protect her. She was going to take her involved, so I thought, you know, maybe they wouldn't fail this time. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Does Crystal do anything? If she doesn't say anything, does she do anything?
No, she just looks at him.
Okay.
She's
And-
trying to play the role of Tricey, being the good listener.
So you're listening, but you're not responding.
No,
Okay.
And it's like, there's so much going on right now, and it's like, honestly, I wish we could just run away and pretend it wasn't happening, but we can't. We need to try and fix things, and all I can think about right now is here. Like, how do you deal with that sort of stuff? You know? I've never had to think about things because there's always been someone smart around to keep me out of trouble, to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And suddenly it's like, I can't not try and help or not voice my opinions because this is important, and honestly, it's probably the most important thing I've ever done. And I'm in the middle of cocking it up.
You just do it because other people depends on you.
Yeah, I just wish there's someone better to depend on.
So you're not gonna crash us, right?
I'll try my best. Although, since I'm sticking you behind the wheel, it might become an issue. And, yeah, he's going to start teaching you the basics.
Lun, were you training somebody with your biotics at some point?
I've probably not at this moment in time. Probably another time from what I got from Chen.
Okay. If you are avoiding Darren, you might find yourself in the engineering bay, and you'll see Cortez has basically set up camp over there. He's got his own cot, and you see that he's sort of arranging something on a table or a desk, and you see that he puts down 2 photographs, like framed photos. One is a photo of a man, good-looking man that you've never seen before, and the other one is a picture of Clive Shepherd.
Quick question: are Nilu's notes still there?
She probably took most of them with her.
Okay.
There might be some left that she didn't need anymore, that she didn't need. Scraps of paper.
We'll kind of look around, be like, it looks really weird now that Nilu's gone, and then realize that Cortez is watching if he is, and be like,
No, it's all right, he says. Sounded like, are you all right, by the way? He asks. Sounds like, looked like you got your head cut off, or head bitten off during that meeting.
Yeah, I'm trying to fight the urge to not find the nearest car and leave as soon as we land.
I wouldn't beat yourself up over it, he says. We don't have room for self-doubt when it comes to these kind of things.
Yeah, it's a instinctual runaway urge that I have, I guess.
I understand. He's worried about his sister, and him blaming you doesn't really help.
No, I'm worried about Tricey too. I never had siblings, so I guess I started feeling like Darren and Tricey were siblings to me. Guess I was the only one who felt like that.
Cortez smiles. What about the rest of your family?
It's well, I have an aunt. She's nice.
Is she also at the vault?
Yeah, I'm worried about her, but I know she'll be fine.
From what I gathered, it sounds like you guys are putting up quite a bit of a fight over there.
Yeah. I mean, I ended up in there by accident with my aunt. We weren't even planning to go there. We were just, I guess, trying to avoid the conflict as best as possible, and we basically crashed into it.
He picks up the photo of Shepherd from this table and he looks at it. I guess you can't win all of them, but we're gonna try.
Well, in your world, he did win, didn't he?
Yeah. He paid the
Well,
price for it, but yes, we won.
every show. But I believe in the universe is that they're not the same people. So your shepherd was, well, the better shepherd. Guess he had
smiles.
great support.
Yeah, he did. He was a great man. And what was the important thing is he kept telling us that it wasn't just him, it was the rest of the team. He would not
Sounds
have
like
succeeded if the team wasn't cohesive. Not if they're completely arguing with each other and getting on each other's necks all the time.
he was thinking the right thing.
It's hard to do. Not everybody in our group necessarily got along. Quite a few of them rubbed each other the wrong way. You should have seen Liara and Javik. Oh, those two, I swear. I was shocked that they didn't end up getting a room for themselves at the end of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
He
I
says.
heard stories of the Morden of the Purple Universe. I used to idolize him. It was weird meeting this Morden. He's different.
Morden played an integral role here. Everyone in the Normandy was proud of him.
Yeah. Ugh.
The
I wish
Morden
I
that...
could have.
Go ahead.
I wish I could have met him. I mean, I like biology, and he was a master doctor.
Yeah, it's weird meeting, I guess, your Morden. He's brilliant too, but different. Something about him is definitely not quite the same.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. Yeah. It was a little disappointing when it turned out he wasn't the Morden.
Well, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm just kind of down here by myself, so would be good to chat a few times. Maybe
Yeah.
work on the good old hammerhead a bit, and he pats the hammerhead next to him.
Yeah.
You good with tools?
I guess my mother was an engineer. I didn't really take. I can do a few things though, but
Oh.
I kind of specialize more in explosives.
I like explosives. Not as much as Jimmy, but yeah, I like explosives.
Maybe you can show me sometime. I'll try not to break your car though.
Could probably show you a few things once we're out on the field.
It's good talking to you.
You too, Lun, I think.
Yeah, Lun.
He holds out his hand to shake.
Then I'll take it and give it a shake as well.
Stick to your guns, he says.
Thanks. I'll stop disturbing you now.
He smiles and goes back to whatever it is he's doing with his unpacking. Aya, you are with Niha. We'll say that you're in the common area. Niha is pacing back and forth. I've never seen Darren this upset before. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like Tricey was his anchor, and now she's gone. Now he doesn't know what to do with it.
It's not even any fun, like giving him a hard time anymore. He's in a very bad state, but I can understand why.
It's his sister, after all.
Yes. Admittedly, I was never really that close to my brother. Though I kind of wonder, can't help but feel like that's a bit of a shame. Never really appreciated him fully. She turns your direction when she says that.
Quinn or the other guy.
Quinn, she says.
Does seem even like, yeah, he was always kind of strange, but I can't help but wonder after he found that gun. Something, did he change? Has he become even strange?
I admit that's always a possibility, and it's always been in the back of my mind. Which is part of the reason why I was very hesitant on whether or not to join you. Because at least if I was still with the Alpha Squad, I'd be able to keep an eye on him. But it's too late now. The decision has been made.
I'm asking if she thinks that he might have been indoctrinated.
I honestly don't know.
Mm.
I hope not. For all of our sake.
Yeah.
At any rate, Salo has the gun. I'm sure that he will be smart enough to
Not
keep an
give
eye
it to
on
Quinn.
Quinn.
What about Rain? What can you tell me about her?
Honestly, I think that Rain is completely legit. She seems to be very genuine when she says that she wants to save our people and save the rest of the galaxies as a whole. I personally trust her. But I can understand why other people would question that.
Yeah.
Just my personal opinion.
Do you know anything about her family or her other contacts? Has she ever talked to you about that?
A little bit. She's had a bit of a rough upbringing, but of course, who hasn't really? Her parents
Yeah.
apparently weren't really around very much, and she apparently lost a lot of very close people to her. People who were associated with Tibbs and the rest of the resistance.
Hmm.
That's why she apparently was very upset when she finally found him with all of you.
I guess that also means that she has a good reason to support the resistance.
I'd like to think it definitely is a giant motivation for her, yes.
I think we can trust Rain. She does seem, like you said, genuine, but I'm not sure about the rest of them. It's like the alphas. There's something odd about them. What about you? Are you okay?
Me? I'd like to think so. Why? Have I been acting any differently?
You haven't been cracking as much.
Well, under the circumstances with Tricey missing, I'm afraid that
Yeah.
everyone's spirits is a little bit jostled at the moment.
True. I hope we find her soon.
I hope so too. She's a very sweet girl. And I didn't mean to necessarily choose the vault over her, it's just... I'm sorry, I have to think about the big picture here. The one versus the many, as much as I love her to death.
But in this case, the one may be the many.
True. We voted, and this is the path we're going to take. So whatever the consequences are from this choice, we're just going to have to face it together.
Yeah. One for all and all for one.
Exactly.
Or in this case, one for all and all for the chili.
Oh. Don't think that I am not going to remember that in the days to come. You're not... One day, Aya, one day, Rowlett, when you're not thinking about it. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be for the next year or so. But soon, when you least expect it, it will strike.
What can a milk drinker like you do?
Ha! You'll see. And she will leave the common area. When you guys finally make it into Omega space, I guess the group will huddle again in the conference room. And Niha will ask, so what's the plan? Omega, as you know, is not exactly the best place for us to wander around. And if too many of us go all at once, it could arouse suspicion.
Well, he's saying that we should send a small squad.
She says, I definitely think no more than 4 or 5 of you should go.
Okay, well, Cortez.
At least Aya, you, Aya, and Lon and Dr. Tren should probably go. Whether or not you bring another person with you is up to you.
Cortez, you said you faced the Reapers before, like, a lot.
I have.
Honestly, I think the more muscle we have out there, the better.
Do you think this is a Reaper threat, though? Here in Omega?
you're more experienced is my main point. But what do you think, Aya? I've never worked with Miha. Or...
I have no problem staying behind to watch the ship if you believe that Cortez would be a better candidate for you. I do admit he's dealt with this before, but then again, this is not the green Omega, this is the blue. Have you guys checked the conditions of this particular Omega? Who is in charge?
No, we haven't had from blue, have we?
No,
We know yellow, but we don't know blue.
exactly.
Cortez goes over to his Omni tool and he does some digging. Let's see. Omega. What are the conditions here? Looks very similar to the one in green, although Arya seems to have been kicked off of his throne here. Interesting.
So, who's in charge if not Arya to look?
According to this, the one in charge of Omega is someone named Cheris. Cheris Penn.
What's that?
Cheris Penn.
I think it's a play on words.
Mm-hmm. Crystal, why don't you roll knowledge for me? 12. You can't help but wonder that name, if you switch the words around, it sounds very familiar to you. Extremely familiar to you.
Yeah.
Do you share anything?
Without any proof, it's just gut instinct. She can't.
So you don't say anything. Okay.
Well, no. Okay, she says, call me crazy, but I think that name is a fake name.
Oh. Do you have an idea who that is?
My grandmother was named Paris Chen.
Paris Chin.
Your grandmother. How old was your grandmother? How old would she be here? Cortez would ask.
If the timeline matches,
Mm-hmm.
she would be about
70 something? Or
gosh,
late 60s, early 70s? How old would you think she would be at this point?
52 years of difference, so 30 plus 52 is 82.
82? Wow.
Yeah.
I never think he says, I never would think anyone that old would be in charge of Omega. Unless she's simply the one pulling the strings and has somebody else as a face for her, calling themselves Cheris Penn.
It's an opportunity that we can't ignore.
First rule of Omega, nobody F's with Cheris Penn.
Second rule of Omega, no one messes with Cheris Penn.
Explains where Doc gets it from.
At any rate, he says, what do you want to do? Morden says, I think I have pinpointed, I think I have managed to at least pinpoint the location of Tricey. She seems to be in one of the warehouses on Omega.
Okay, well, we could get it then.
Surely you can be in. You could possibly just pop in, get her, and pop out, and won't be any problems.
The question still remains, how did she get there?
Well, find out when we got her.
I can't tell from here if anybody is with her, so you all will have to find that out on your own, Morden says.
Then let's go. We need some kind of disguise, though.
Let's go.
Okay.
Go.
Is it just the four of you, and plus Cortez? Is that what you're doing?
That's what Dan suggested, but if someone else would be better suited, then he'll go with their opinion.
Okay. Cortez has several weapons that he's bringing along with him, including a alliance handgun, as well as an assault rifle and sniper rifle.
Okay.
You guys will make your way through Omega. The area here in Omega is as you would expect it from the game. Here, anarchy is pretty much the law. There's a lot of very seedy-looking individuals that many of whom probably won't pay you too much mind, but others kind of stare at you as you walk by. A lot of races from the Terminus systems, Batarians, Vorcha, and all that good stuff. Everyone roll a perception.
Can we use search or?
I wouldn't say search, because you're not actively searching necessarily.
Okay.
Just a passive. It's more passive than anything else.
Investigation.
You're not actively investigating anything. This is very passive.
Okay.
I got 11.
Same.
Okay. 11. Anyone who got a 10 or above, off the corner of your eye, you guys managed to catch sight of a Vorcha lifting something from Crystal Chen's pocket as you guys are, shuffling by this crowd of people.
Okay, I try and grab his arm.
Roll a dexterity. 13?
And roll the 1 for the...
Yes, you try to grab him, but the Vorcha manages to dodge out of the way, and he makes a bolt. He makes a run for it. Pushes people away from him in the crowds.
And if Crystal were to reach into her pocket, what is missing?
Her credit chit.
She has no money.
Is there anything else in your pockets?
Well, can you just tell me what you want? Something
I'm trying to think what would be in your possession that he would want to take from. I think he probably doesn't even know what he took from you. It could be something completely useless. What would you have in your possession, realistically, that he might have lifted out of your pocket?
Well, presumably she spends a lot of time taking things apart and things like that, so maybe something related to that.
Maybe like one of your tools? One of
Look,
your...
I seem to still have a credit chit if there isn't any credits in it.
Nothing that's valuable at this point.
Let's say he grabs
in...
maybe a spare junk or something in your possession that you were tinkering with or something. Probably something useless to you. But anyway, he grabs it and he bolts. But Darren doesn't necessarily know that it's not valuable or useless to her.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Darren cares another moment to chase after him. I'm gonna say yeah.
Someone's gonna want me to stop him from running, or is that starting a fight?